Dear child, I come to you today with a heavy heart, but a message of clarity and strength. For what has unfolded is not something to be taken lightly. The person you love deeply, the one you have trusted with your heart and soul, has crossed a boundary so significant that it can no longer be ignored or excused. Relationships are built upon trust, respect, and understanding, but when those foundations are shaken, they leave behind wounds that cut deep, sometimes too deep to ever fully heal. Certain limits must always be respected, yet last night they spoke without hesitation, without remorse, without even a second thought about the weight of their words. What happened is not just a fleeting lapse in judgment, not a single moment of weakness, but rather the culmination of a pattern that has been revealing itself over time, a pattern that you may have sensed before, but perhaps chose to dismiss in hopes that things would change. This is not the first time they have acted out of disrespect, but what they said about you last night, the way they allowed those words to leave their lips so effortlessly, is truly unforgivable. They should have held back. They should have chosen silence over betrayal, but instead, they spoke as if their words carried no consequences, as if they could erase the damage once the moment had passed. But words, once spoken, cannot be undone, and the depth of this betrayal will soon become undeniably clear as you uncover the truth of what was said and to whom it was spoken. One thing I can promise you, dear child, is that once you hear this, once the weight of their words settles into your heart, you will never see this person the same way again. There is a moment in life when illusions shatter, when the veil that once softened the harshness of reality is pulled away, leaving only the raw and painful truth. And that moment is coming for you. This shift in perception may feel disorienting, may leave you grasping for explanations or justifications, but the truth, no matter how painful, is always necessary. It is through this light of truth that you will find the strength to move forward. For the truth does not exist to break you, but to set you free. The pain of betrayal is unlike any other pain, dear child. And I want you to know that what transpired last night was not just an unfortunate event or a careless mistake, but something far deeper, something rooted in thoughtlessness, anger, or perhaps dreams, mocked your kindness, and in that moment of weakness, they allowed their cruelest thoughts to take shape and be shared with someone else, perhaps a friend or a family member who now holds a version of you in their mind that is tainted by these falsehoods. The sting of betrayal will be undeniable when you learn the details, when you hear exactly what was said and how it was said, for there is a difference between speaking out of frustration in private and allowing those words to spill over into the ears of another, opening the door for judgment, for ridicule, for an erosion of the trust you so freely gave. It is one thing to hurt someone in the heat of an argument, to say something regrettable in a moment of heightened emotions, but it is another entirely to take those thoughts and give them life in the presence of another, to betray the sanctity of your bond in such a careless and cruel way. They called your integrity into question, laughed at your vulnerabilities, painted a picture of you that is not only untrue, but deeply wounding. And the worst part of it all is that they did so without hesitation, without even pausing to consider the weight of their words. This person, whom you trusted so deeply, has revealed a side of themselves that is unkind, a side that perhaps you had glimpsed before, but had chosen to overlook, to rationalize, to forgive, believing that love should be stronger than flaws. But there comes a time when love is not enough, when the respect that should accompany love is absent, when the trust that should be sacred is broken beyond repair. You may feel confused, hurt, even shattered by this revelation. But I need you to understand one thing with absolute certainty. You did nothing to deserve this. Their words, their actions, their failures are a reflection of their own insecurities, their own shortcomings, their own inability to honor and cherish the love that was given to them so freely. Your heart is pure, your intentions noble, and no amount of careless words, no moment of weakness on their part can ever diminish the light within you. Their inability to see your worth does not define who you are, nor does their betrayal take away from the beauty and goodness that resides within you. As painful as this realization may be, as much as it may feel like the ground beneath you has shifted, this is also a moment of transformation, a moment in which you are given the opportunity to reflect, to set boundaries that honor your worth, to choose yourself over the pain they have inflicted. This is not about revenge, not about anger, but about self-respect, about surrounding yourself with those who uplift you rather than tear you down. Trust in your strength, dear child, for you are not alone in this. You are surrounded by love, by unseen forces that are guiding you, protecting you, helping you to heal. And now, the truth will be revealed in its entirety, for the details of this betrayal will soon come to light, and once they do, there will be no turning back. Picture this. The person you love was on the phone with a friend, speaking as they always do, their tone casual, their words flowing easily. At first, the conversation seemed normal, harmless even, just idle talk between two people who share familiarity. But then, the subject shifted to you. Their friend asked about you, perhaps out of curiosity, perhaps out of genuine concern. But what your special person said next was shocking, a revelation that stripped away any remaining illusions. In that moment, they forgot that we were watching, forgot that words have power, forgot that truth has a way of making itself known. They thought no one else was listening, but I was there. I heard every word exchanged between them. And I need you to understand that this was not just a slip of the tongue, not merely an impulsive remark, but rather an unfiltered glimpse into their true feelings, the thoughts that have been simmering beneath the surface for far longer than you may have realized. Even their friend, though taken aback by the harshness of their words, attempted to steer the conversation, to encourage them to stop, to rethink, to reconsider. But your special person was in no mood to stop. They were consumed by their own emotions, their own frustrations, and so they let the words flow freely, unaware that in doing so, they were unraveling the trust that once held your bond together. Their words became like arrows, piercing the very fabric of the love you believed was strong, exposing the cracks that had been forming all along. I know this is hard to hear. I know your heart may feel unbearably heavy in this moment, the weight of betrayal pressing down upon you, making it hard to breathe, hard to think, hard to move. But the truth must be known, for only in truth can you find clarity. Only in truth can you reclaim your power. What they said, why they said it, and what it reveals about their heart, it will all be made clear in the coming days. The light will shine on these hidden words, and when it does, you will have a choice to make. As you process this information, know that you are stronger than you think, that you are worthy of love that is true, that you deserve honesty, respect, and unwavering loyalty. You are not alone, dear child. You are surrounded by love, by unseen forces that will guide you through this darkness and into the light where you belong. Remember, I am always with you. Hold my hand and stay close, for I will guide you through this storm. Together, we will face the truth, and you will emerge stronger and wiser than before. Listen to my words, dear one, and trust that you are never alone. The path ahead may be challenging, but it is also filled with opportunities for growth and healing. Be patient and brave, for revelation will bring clarity and renew your inner strength. In moments of darkness, remain open to the light that surrounds you. There are forces at work beyond what you can see, and though the pain you feel now may seem unbearable, know that it is shaping you, refining you, preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. You are not forsaken, nor are you forgotten. Beloved soul, listen closely, for I speak with the wisdom of the heavens. This is no jest. The one you cherish deeply has been casting shadows over your dreams. While you hold them close, they have been tearing you down behind your back. Those around you see the truth, yet your pure heart has blinded you to their deceit. You have given them your trust, your love, your kindness, only to have them turn against you in ways you never expected. They have whispered cruel words, mocking the dreams that light up your soul. To their friends, they scoff at your aspirations, calling them foolish, laughing at your belief in yourself. They claim you lack the intelligence, the talent, the worthiness to achieve what you desire. Can you imagine such betrayal? It cuts deep when the person you trust most is the very one undermining your self-worth. You have spent so much time believing in their goodness, holding on to the hope that they truly support you, that they truly want what is best for you. But what if I told you that their words, their smiles, their presence were never as genuine as you believed? That behind the kind eyes and comforting embrace was a hidden envy, a silent resentment, a fear that you would rise above them and leave them behind. They have seen the light in you, the potential you carry, and it has made them uneasy. Instead of celebrating you, they sought to diminish you. Instead of lifting you up, they planted seeds of doubt in your heart. They saw your greatness and tried to convince you that it was never real.